I'd like to show you how to put your goals on autopilot. Now, the human mind is a marvelous thing. It can achieve almost anything that it can conceive of. The trick is to give it clear instructions in a way that can slip smoothly inside the mind. Now, there are two reasons that you want your goals to be accepted by your subconscious or your unconscious mind. Reason number one is that your unconscious mind runs all your automatic behaviors, all your autopilot behaviors. So, if you want to put your goals on autopilot, they must be accepted by the unconscious. Reason number two is that where the conscious mind and the unconscious mind have a conflict, the unconscious mind will always win. There are no exceptions to this. So, if you really want your goals to succeed, they must be accepted by the unconscious mind. If there is a conflict between what your unconscious mind wants and what the conscious mind wants, you develop what I call a dirty goal. And that basically means that the more you try and make that conscious goal happen, not only will you fail more, but the pain of that failure will keep increasing the more you try. So, we need to get a goal and then translate it in a way so that the unconscious mind can accept it. How can we do this? Well, we want three simple things that we want to achieve. Number one, you need a clear goal. Number two, you'll need an open mind. And number three, you'll need to make sure that there is no conflicting messages at the unconscious level. In a moment, I'm going to show you a simple 6-step formula that's going to show you how to make those three things happen. Now, this formula will work for pretty much any goal that you currently have, though I have to admit that for some types of problems where there is a bigger conflict at the unconscious level, you're going to need some more advanced strategies than we have time to cover here. The good news, however, is that for many, if not most, of the kinds of goals that you currently have for yourself, the 6-step formula I'm about to show you will work like a dream. So, here are the 6 steps of the automatic goal-getting formula. Step number one is create a conscious goal. Step number two is create an unconscious goal, or rather, translate the conscious goal into an unconscious one. Step number three is use your self-hypnosis practice. Step number four is decide on your next steps, a baby step of action that you can take. Step number five is to take that action. And step number six is to repeat the formula, especially everything from step 3, the self-hypnosis process, onwards. So now let's have a look at those 6 steps in the formula in a little bit more detail. First, let's look at the conscious goals. You'll need to set a conscious goal because that'll set the direction for you. It gives you a sense of what it is that you want. One of the simplest methods for setting a conscious goal is to follow the SMART formula. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, affect, realistic, and timed. Each of those 5 things is going to represent a step in constructing a well-formed conscious goal. The specific step is all about, well, being specific about what you want. Do you want more money? Which is not really very specific. How much more money do you want? Or do you want another $100? That's much more specific now. Do you want to find love? Which is again not very specific. Or would you like to find the perfect partner that has the following qualities? And of course, you list whatever qualities that you want. So, step number one is be as specific as you can be about your goal. Step number two is make it measurable. What does measurable mean? Well, you need to have some kind of feedback mechanism to know how well you're doing. Now, luckily, the more specific your goal is, as a rule, the more measurable it becomes. In other words, you'll know exactly where you stand. Let me give an example of this. If your goal is not very specific, let's say it's to have more money, well, if you get a penny or win $10, you've got more money. But have you really achieved your goal? It's very difficult to say because you can't measure more money. If, on the other hand, your goal was to receive $100,000, well, now let's say you win the lottery or you work hard and you earn $50,000. $50,000 is measurable and it's taking you halfway to your goal of having $100,000. Once you've reached the goal of $100,000, you'll know exactly that you've got it Well, because you can count it, you can see your bank statement, and so on.
To continue with the rest of the training, click the link in the description box to download the rest of the videos for free.